Salutations viewers, you're watching Bavery I'm Ben, and today I'm going to give my opinion on what Marvel and DC can do to make their films a bit better. So we all love comic book inspired films, Batman, Superman, X-Men, Avengers, but they're not perfect. And I just have 3 pieces of advice that I think could make Marvel and DC films better. So number 1, stop milking the same old franchises. We've had 7 X-Men films with an 8th one to come out in 2016. We've had 2 Batman franchises since the late 1980s, and we've had so many Superman movies. And those are really the only 3 superhero / comic book franchises that Marvel and DC use. Now I know they're fan favourites and they're ones that rake in all the money, but I want to see other ones. Marvel and DC have such a large amount of good also fan favourite comic book series that they can also use instead of just having to rely on X-Men, Batman and Superman as well as the Avengers. Number 2, stop making films about white male superheroes. So every film I've seen has had a white male superhero. Like Avengers, they were all white. Batman's white, Superman's white, the X-Men have 1 black member, and that's not an accurate representation of the comic book source material. For example, John Stewart is part of the Green Lantern Corps and he's African American. You've got a DC franchise called Birds of Prey, which is like a group of female superheroes, and you've got Japanese, you've got Chinese, you've got African Americans in there. And so that's stop making white superheroes, but let's stop making male superheroes as well. We've had Catwoman, yes, but that's it. We have Black Widow, yes, but that's it. And so why can't we have Harlequin, Lady Shiva, Wonder Woman, Hawkgirl, Birds of Prey, Zatanna, the Wasp, all these strong female superheroes who have never been referenced, never been seen in the film. Well, sorry, superheroes and supervillains. Let's even have Batwoman, also known as Kate Kane, who in the comic books is a strong female character who is also openly lesbian. Let's make a film about her, or at least have her in some Batman film. And number 3, don't skimp on story and character so you can choke us with action. We want the details about the characters. That's why we love the films. It's not because you spent millions making a giant explosion. It's because we get to know the characters and we get to love the characters. For example, I went to see the X-Men Days of Future Past a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not going to do any spoilers. But I really wanted... It was set in the past. It's set in the 1970s, as you can tell, Days of Future Past. So, it's set in the 1970s, and so you was expecting, backstory. But there's a little bit of backstory just so they can kind of justify all the explosions. And I'm like, no, you've given yourself a good opportunity here. Use the source material and use the characters instead of using the characters for your action sequence. Just this morning I posted a thing on my Tumblr account, which is my ideal comic book hero movie, which is a 4-hour film in which the Avengers and the Justice League and the X-Men team up to fight like Loki, Joker, Masters of Evil, Harlequin, all those Batman villains, all the Marvel villains, and it's just like an orgy of comic book glory. And it's 4 hours long because they do character and they do backstory. And so yeah, my 3 pieces of advice: stop milking the same old franchises, stop making films about white male superheroes because we know that that's not all you've got in your inventory, and don't skimp on story and character just so you can have a cool action scene. So sorry that updates have been a bit erratic over the last few weeks, guys. It's because both Avery and I have finals, so you can tell that yes, we love making YouTube videos for you guys, but finals come first. But we both break up in the next 2 weeks, so we should be right back on schedule. And see you next week, guys.